Hi, this is Jason with Violator Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. And this time we're taking a look at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Mini Dino Multipack. This is the 15 pack of mini dinosaurs, and this is from the Jurassic World toy line from Mattel from 2018. So the first thing we're going to do is take a closer look at the packaging. Alright, so taking a look at the packaging. It's got the nice Jurassic World logo now. It just has the Jurassic World logo, not the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But this is from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. So, it says the Mini Dino Multipack. It includes 15 dinosaurs. It does say battle damage on it. I'm not sure if there's actually on the dinosaurs actually going to have any kind of battle damage, but pretty standard. It's almost like a bag. Got a little handle up here, turned to the side. I mean, that's what it looks like. And it's got some like clamshell on the inside, what it feels like. And as we go to the back, it says Jurassic World, same thing, Mini Dino Multipack, and it actually shows you all the dinosaurs you have. You know, you got like a T-Rex, all kinds of stuff, Triceratops, Indoraptor, Stegosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Indominus, Carnotaurus, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Blue the Raptor, they have a Mosasaurus, so 15 little dinosaurs is pretty sweet. And obviously these are dinosaurs you could probably use with that gigantic, colossal T-Rex that I've already reviewed, that you could probably, you know, put inside him and in his stomach. But pretty standard packaging. Let's get this guy opened up. Taking a look at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Mini Dino Multipack package. Now this is 15 dinosaurs that come in one package, which is a really nice feature. Now they are kind of labeled under that battle damage feature, so some of them do have, as you can see, some of the red paint slashes just kind of put on them. But these are just basically really standard tiny little dinosaurs. I mean, none of them have articulation except for the Mosasaur. They're not really in, you know, the scale to each other that I really believe. I mean, obviously the Raptor's huge compared to the T-Rex, but it's really nice because you kind of get a broad selection of dinosaurs for a very, very, very reasonable price. Now they have some mini packs of these dinosaurs, or these size dinosaurs, you know, maybe on towards the bigger side, like the Indominus Rex in the back, where you get 3 of them for $10. This whole package is basically like $9, $10. So this is a smoking deal, and they're nice. They're like a nice soft, you know, rubber, so they're really, really nice. They do move a little bit, but they don't have any other real articulation other than the Mosasaur can move his mouth, which will kind of show in a little bit. But like I said, you get 15 dinosaurs, and these pretty much are all dinosaurs that will be featured in the Fallen Kingdom, from what I'm assuming. Obviously the Indominus Rex is not there, but I think, you know, part of his body makes a a return to the movie. So but they even included him, and out of all the funny stuff, it's like he's like crystal clear, which I'll show. I don't know why they did that, but you know, let's just take a closer look at each one of them. First up is the Triceratops. Like I said, it looks really, really nice. You know, nothing really to it, kind of just that beige color, but looks good. I mean, definitely a good version of the Triceratops. Next up is the Apatosaurus, and now this does have that battle damage scar on it, just on one side. But same thing, looks good, nice soft rubber, so you can definitely move him. But I mean, he looks pretty good. Next up is the Dilophosaurus with his frill spread open, and you know, he's got that leaning over thing, but looks decent. I mean, he's definitely good. He's just a solid color, but the molding in these tiny little figures is really good. Alright, so next up, I'm not really sure how to say this type of dinosaur's name. Just reading it, I'm going to butcher it, but luckily they do have a nickname for him, so I'm assuming he's going to be, you know, kind of featured in the movie, but they have him they call this guy Stiggy, and he looks really cool. He's obviously got that boned head where he can ram people, and, you know, he's little. Obviously, like I said, these aren't into scale. I mean, this is obviously a small dinosaur, but he's the size of most of the other dinosaurs in this set. Alright, so next up, I think you pronounce it the Metriacanthosaurus. Another cool looking dinosaur. This does have the battle damage. Now, I do have problems with this dinosaur because his legs, you know, and the way he's weighted. Out of all the dinosaurs, this is the one I have trouble standing. But I mean, he definitely looks really cool. Definitely a nice looking dinosaur. I mean, he's very similar style to the T-Rex. Here we have the Stegosaurus. I mean, not much to be said. I mean, it's the Stegosaurus. Looks good. The spines look great. Tail's got the nice spikes. He's got that battle damage paint on him. Like I said, not all of them have that, but you know, some of them do, and it's cool. It's, you know, I like that they did something different, so that because some of these are just a plain color, so it kind of adds something a little bit to each one. Next up is the Carnotaurus, and you know, definitely a nice looking molded figure. I love the way this guy's molded, except for how he leaned forward so much. I don't really like that. You know, the Dilophosaurus kind of like that too, but you know, not too bad. For some reason, his feet just look so huge. I don't know if that's just the way. You know, maybe that's the way the dinosaur's supposed to be. I know, yeah, they do have super tiny arms, and they're definitely showing that. But, you know, the way that his head is so far forward, it's kind of weird to me with this one. Next up, the Allosaurus. I really like this guy. I love his head. I definitely want to get this in a bigger figure. You know, it's almost got that Dilophosaurus style bone section to his head. I think it just looks really, really cool in this guy. And he also does have that battle damage as well. But something I'm excited to see. Hopefully they'll show some of this guy in the movie. Alright, next up we have the Pteranodon, and you know, it's a flying dinosaur. Looks really cool, you know, solid blue here, but he actually has like these like reddish tips to his wings, which I think are really cool. Doesn't really stand on his own, just the way his feet are. I mean, you can lay him back like that, or you can lay him like that. It's probably the best way to display him, but I mean, definitely cool that they included, you know, a dinosaur that flies. Next up we have the Baryonyx. This guy looks awesome. I love the way this guy looks. He's got that Spinosaurus look to him. Now, I think he is a Spinosaur, if I'm not mistaken, but this guy looks really cool. Doesn't have the battle damage, but you know, I definitely like this guy, and it seems like they are going to feature him in some sections of the new movie, and I can't wait to see this guy in action. Next up, we have the Tyrannosaurus. Now, like I said, this pretty decent looking mold to the T-Rex. He does have his head tilt down too much. I don't know if I like that as much. Not as bad as the Carnotaurus, but I mean, he definitely looks, you know, pretty decent. I think his feet are too oversized just to keep him from falling over. But you know, you're getting all these dinosaurs, so it's cool that you're getting all of them. And I think he looks, for the most part, fairly decent. Here we have the Indominus Rex, one of the coolest looking figures. As you can see, he looks like a crystal. And I think this guy looks awesome. Now, and they do have some other packs that sell, you know, other dinosaurs that are crystal. I'm not sure which ones they are, but this guy looks amazing. This is a really, really cool looking figure, and I like, you know, that they did that. They could have just molded him white, and that probably would have been, you know, sufficed, or like a light gray. But this crystal clear thing really makes him look cool. Next up, we have the Velociraptor Blue. Looks great. I love the way they molded him, and he's got like his pouncing. And I definitely like that they painted him and gave him that blue stripe. They could have just left him that gray color, but they definitely gave it that blue look to it by giving you know, her that paint job, which I think is really cool. Now, you know, second to last, here we have the Indoraptor. I'm not really sure how I like this mold to this. I mean, they obviously have the little frill spikes or primitive feathers they have kind of molded into them, but it almost looks more like a dragon or some kind of like weird dog. I don't think this mold looks and really does it for me out of all the dinosaurs. I mean, not bad, you know, because you get so much in this package, but I just feel that out of all the dinosaurs, to me, this one, you know, represents the look of the dinosaur the worst out of all the figures. But it's nice that they do have that like gold streak in them. They took the time to paint that on him, which I think is pretty cool. And maybe it's just because he's in this kind of pose. Maybe if they had him in a different pose, he maybe look a little better. But I don't know. There's something about the head shape and stuff like that. I just don't see the Indoraptor, especially having the bigger figure. I just don't see it here. And then last up, probably my favorite one out of all of them. This is the only figure that's a little bit larger than all the other ones. We have the Mosasaurus. And this guy's awesome. I like, they kept him one color, which is pretty decent. But he actually has articulation in the mouth. I think that's a really cool touch that they made him this big. I think that's really neat. Like I said, he's the soft rubber. Everything looks good on him. I love the detail in the spines. He's got the teeth in his mouth. This is probably my favorite out of all of them. Other than the crystal clear Indominus Rex, I definitely think the Mosasaurus kind of takes the cake here. And just for some size comparison, just to show you, here's the Mosasaurus one, which is one of the larger ones next to that 28-inch gigantic Mosasaurus. So you can definitely see these are super tiny looking, tiny figures. But overall, as far as the mold, I mean, even the shape of the little one is very similar to the big one, and I think they did a good job with this guy. The same thing here, we have the Indoraptor, the larger figure from the Fallen Kingdom toy line, next to the small one that comes in this package. And you can just see, like I said, the coloration, same colors. They got that dark color. I wouldn't call it actual black, but I mean it's like a shiny color. It looks great. They got the gold going through it, and obviously this is a little bit more gold. This, it has some of the yellow that this one does, but this actually is kind of gold going through it. Like I said, I just feel that when you look at this figure and you see what he looks like, I think that trying to mold these spikes, it kind of gets lost in translation with that guy. But coloration, that thing looks amazing. And then we have the roaring super colossal T-Rex next to the little T-Rex that comes in the package. You can definitely see, like I said, these are super tiny. And I believe the same thing. These are the types of dinosaurs you can stick and actually have this T-Rex eat. Let's see if we'll do that. We'll kind of turn him forward. You see his mouth, and you can actually have the T-Rex swallow these small figures, which is really cool. And then they come out in the back section of them. You can pull them out. These are the style and size dinosaurs they really wanted you to use that feature with. So getting all of this for $10 is a pretty amazing deal. So overall, I think this package is a great deal. Like I said, you get 15 dinosaurs in this bag set. They have the battle damage feature in some of them that's painted on, so you get a little variation. They're all, for the most part, different colors, and some of them have little hints of different paint schemes on them, which kind of makes them unique. And I like that. I like that you can go in there, you can pay $10, you can get a bunch of little dinosaurs. If you have a child that really wants some dinosaurs and you don't have a lot of money, or you don't want to just buy one for $10, you can kind of get this whole set of all these little dinosaurs, which is really nice. And you see this a lot where you'll go to a store and they'll have like a tube full of little miniature dinosaurs. These are a little bit bigger than those tiny super small stuff, and these are actually the dinosaurs from the movie, so they're this from a licensed toy line, and so they're gonna have that look. You have that gigantic bigger size Mosasaurus. It's got the mouth maneuverability, which I think is really cool, and articulation. And I just think this is an overall great deal. I mean, you can't really go wrong with this. And obviously, if you have the big super colossal T-Rex or the roaring one like I do, you can actually use these to stick in his mouth and store in his stomach if you wanted to do that. But overall, like I said, if you really wanted to get a bunch of dinosaurs, you don't care about the size, this is a fantastic package, and I definitely recommend it. But once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and I will see you guys next time.